I'm leaving Bullhead City in Arizona, heading northbound on 95, and I follow these signs to 68 going eastbound. Now, I had started out this journey from Las Vegas, and my next stop will be in Williams, Arizona. That's my goal. And after that, I will continue on to Gallup, New Mexico. So I got quite a distance to go. I started off early in the morning, around 7 o'clock in the morning, and hopefully I can make some good time. As you can tell from the surroundings, it's desert, but it's very beautiful, and I like it. It's dry, and it's not that hot today. It's a cool day, so it's perfect for the motorcycle ride. Now, I may hit a little bit of heat when I go through Kingman, Arizona. Usually it's hotter over in that area. I'm up in the mountains here, and taking this route. Now, I'll keep on continuing here till my next route I have to go on. Eventually, I'm pushing to get onto Interstate 40 going eastbound. Now, when I started this trip, I came through Interstate 10, but I'm going back on Interstate 40, which is more of a northern route. And this is the way I like to go. Now, you can choose other routes, but they do give you a little bit different scenery. And you can see the rock formation here. When I go through other parts of Arizona, I'll be up in the woods, especially when I get to around Flagstaff and Williams, Arizona. I'm coming up to my exit here for 93 going southbound towards Kingman, and you follow this down, and this will take you to 40. Now, the only thing is, by taking this route, you do have to go through some streets in Kingman. So depending on what time of day you're going, it can get congested in Kingman with the trucks and everything. There's a little bit of a bottleneck there, and there's really no way to avoid it. You do have to watch the speed limit. The speed limit changes down to 35 miles an hour. This is coming into Kingman here, so just be careful. Now, like I said, you see we're on the street, and obey the speed limit, and you have to watch the signs. And there's traffic, and you can see that there's tractor trailer trucks along this route. It is a major route, so you just have to be aware of where you are and everything. There's a lot of rigs running through here. Now I'm coming up for the turn. I'll be making a left-hand turn, which is going to be going on eastbound Interstate 40. And Interstate 40 is pretty much the entire route that I'm going to be taking to go to Gallup, New Mexico, and also going to Williams. And I happen to want to stop in Williams because it's one of my favorite towns in the United States. So if you're ever out here, now you may want to skip ahead on the video if it's a little too boring, and I stop in Williams for lunch, and you'll get more of a feeling for Williams if you skip ahead. You don't have to watch everything, but I do point out some points of interest along the way and try not to make it too boring for everyone watching. The exit coming up is for 93 South. And if you take 93 South here, that will bring you down to Interstate 10. But I'm not going that route. When I went to Las Vegas, I took Interstate 10 to 93 North, which brought me right to this point. So you have options that you can choose. Now I choose to go this way because sometimes they have a lot of traffic on Interstate 10 because of the Border Patrol checkpoints. Sometimes they can back up traffic a lot, and I'm on a motorcycle, I want to keep moving. That's one thing to take into consideration. But also, this route here has a high enforcement because they know people are trying to avoid Interstate 10, and this is an area for speed enforcement and everything because the police are looking for drug runners. So just be aware of that. I really don't go above the speed limit. I take my time because I'm looking at the scenery anyway. Just be aware that there is a lot of enforcement, and I haven't seen any police on this journey. The most I'll see is in New Mexico. New Mexico has a lot of state police working on Interstate 40. I have gone through this area during the summertime. Now this is October 23rd, 2020, and it reaches over 100 degrees at this location of Arizona during the summertime. So I'm glad I'm not doing this during the summer because I don't like it that hot when I ride. If you notice, I am going uphill. Now, you start at a low elevation around Bullhead, and you climb in elevation. I'll be up around 5,000 feet above sea level when I reach Williams. So that's one of the reasons for the cooler temperatures up that way. And now, another thing is with these hills, a lot of these tractor trailers have difficulties in getting up the hills, and you have to be extremely cautious because sometimes they cause a traffic jam, and I got stuck in one of them. But being on a motorcycle, I have no problem going uphill, but the tractor trailers do, and the cars get stuck behind them. Now things are starting to level out, and this is like a high plane. At Williams, Arizona, you can make a turn off to go to the Grand Canyon. Now you can tell that the vegetation is starting to change here. It's still, a little bit on the desert side, but you start having brush and trees that are a little bit bigger than just very small bushes. Now I'm coming up to my exit for Williams, Arizona. Right here it says Williams Grand Canyon, and you get off here, and this will not disappoint anyone by visiting this area. It's very nice, and you can tell the trees are all here. They do have a little bit of an earlier winter than most people. And you come to the exit, and I'll be making a right turn. and you take this right into the town. And I'll be getting a parking space and everything. So just follow the signs. It's very, very simple. Coming up is the arch for Williams. It says 1881 on it, gateway to the Grand Canyon. Now they do have something with a railroad here. I've never attended it, but I'll get around to it one day, is to stop off where they have the rail cars. And it's a very nice town. You can tell it's very small. Now I'm in the main part of the town, and I'll be grabbing a parking space. The place that I'll be eating at is on the right hand side with the red umbrellas. I've ate there a few times, and I'll just grab a parking space, and that's it. And here I am. I've arrived. Here I am in Williams, Arizona, on Route 66. This is also known as the Mother Road. Excuse me. I just rode about 250 miles from Vegas, and I'm here. This is a small town, but it's one of my favorite towns, and this is my favorite store right here, Route 66 Gifts. It's very good, and they have a little cafe here. I've ate here a few times. I've had barbecue. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. If I got my phone. So in this store here, they have tin signs. They have Coca-Cola novelties and everything. They have hats and t-shirts, but the tin signs, they have the biggest assortment of tin signs that I've ever seen. So this is a great place to come. I don't know what time they have the show, but they have like a Wild West show in the street here. And usually down here, I'm looking eastbound. They have horses and everything, and they have a train display, and I believe that the train leaves from here and goes up to the Grand Canyon. So you can do that. Now, another thing about this location, this is where you can go up to the Grand Canyon. Now, this brings you to the main gate. Anyway, like I was saying, it brings you up to the main gate of the Grand Canyon. But I don't like going in through that gate, because if you go through that gate and tour the Grand Canyon, you always have to cross over to the parking areas to go see the canyon. The best way to approach the Grand Canyon is you go up to Flagstaff, and they have a road that goes up to the other gate. They're very loud. When you go through that way, you don't have to cross over every time. And sometimes it gets crowded, and if you go the other way, going eastbound, you have to wait for traffic to pass before you can turn. Now, and also, like the grand finale is the main gate there. So when you go westbound, it's better. Anyway, maybe I'll take you into the store, take a look around. Here's the tin signs. They have a lot, and this isn't the only solution. They have refrigerator magnets, and they have pins and keychains. I already have a Route 66 keychain. It has a bell on it. Let me see if they still have that. They probably have it around someplace. I bought a hat here. I think they came down on the price. And here's the Coca-Cola section. They have luggage. More Coca-Cola.
Do that chorus one more time, sing along with me, even if you don't know it, let's just make something up. I do it all the time. You know, like the chicken fried, cold beer on a Friday night, pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio, but I can see the sunlight, see the love of my woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child, no mother's love.
Okay. Going to eat. Yeah.
Brown band.